Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is ENDYSIS and this is It Paints Me. All I know about this game is that it's a horror visual novel game about art. Um, yeah, let's get started, I guess. Oh, okay. Every night I find myself alone in the studio, curtains drawn to. Oh my god, guys! I swear I can read. I swear. Every night I find myself alone in the studio, curtains drawn tight, my neat row of paints, palette, and brushes in the same place on the drawer by the easel. The canvas upon it sits, as always, unfinished, Marie's half-painted face frozen in silent song. Okay, lady, it's laid out as it always is when I awaken here. Marie is nowhere to be found. She must still be at that theater. Even when the curtains fall and the stage lights dim, the night is forever young till it starts sopranos. I will always wait outside her dressing room, roses in hand, though she alone was mine. Okay, okay. So I'm guessing this is our wife, and I was hers. Okay. It's cold, bitterly cold tonight, but still I draw the curtains and open the windows wide. There's a stench in the room
What the man?
that I can't ever seem to be rid of. Besides that, the fumes from the linseed oil make my head spin. What period is this set in? Like every night, I measure out my paints, arranging the small dabs of color on my palette from lightest to darkest. Titanium white and cadmium yellow, that's a new word for me and a new color for me, to corpse brown and lamp black. I wet my brush with oil and gently start mixing the pigments. It feels just a little bit like magic, watching them swirl and mix, forming new colors from old. What do I paint? I guess her face. We'll paint her face. I mix a tone as warm as her cheeks as I vision Marie's sweet face in my mind's eye. Her lips like roses, the graceful turn of her nose, those eyes that glitter like stars under candlelight. It's no use. I can't focus. Her features are as blurred in my mind as the mess of oil and pigment smear across my canvas. How long has it been since you've seen your, I'm gonna just say lover, because I don't know if that's his wife or girlfriend. How long has it been since you've seen your lover? Do you not remember? Or is your mind, like, is there too much going on in your mind? I, I don't know, man. I sigh and scrape it off with a palette knife and mix a deep blend of black and red for the background instead. That rhymes. I apply my paint with a generous dab of oil, but it seems I didn't have to. The canvas is still wet from the last night and the night before. Am I reading too fast? I feel like I read too fast. I must have painted and repainted the same background countless times. To say it's difficult to paint by lamplight, my muse nowhere in sight is an understatement, of course, but lately, these nightly hours are the only time I find myself able to lift my brush. I stop everything.
Spirits and arts.
Okay, that scared me, not gonna lie. I had joked that the pain that forced me away from the tailor shop meant I could finally return to my paintings, at the very least. I was never any good at humor. Marie had sensed my worries, consoled me sweetly in her voice that could charm stone to life.
Oh, Sam, don't worry. I have roles lined up for months. Go ahead and paint. We can still live comfortably.
It hurt, a small part of it did, beyond the physical, beyond the ailments, to seek her permission. To be unable to care for my darling the way I had when we were young, brimming with talent, but crushingly unknown. Okay, I get it. I get it. Well, she had been. I was, and still am nothing. Bro, stop talking bad about yourself, okay? Right now, I'm playing as you, and so, like, technically, you're also talking about me. So we can't be having that. I'm like, guys, we're something, okay? We're something. We're not nothing. We are something. But perhaps finally, it would now be my turn to bring my vision to the world. If only it didn't hurt so damn much. Time passes and I still don't manage more than a few strokes. A small patch of dark over an already wet canvas. Okay, or perhaps time hasn't passed at all. The broken clock on the wall would suggest as much. Perhaps the seconds have lain still, the world outside unchanging, and I, the only thing that moves. Have I moved? Is repeating the same breaststrokes like a clockwork doll movement? Yeah. This negative outlook you have on yourself, you have to stop. You have to stop, okay? Be more positive. I shiver and sigh. Perhaps sleep would be a better endeavor. Perhaps the next night will meet more success. I stand, setting aside my paints and palette, and slowly move to shut the windows. I stop. There, out in the front garden, barely lit by a street lamp, stands a figure that can only be Marie. Okay, what's she with? She bid goodbye to another figure, tall and broad-shouldered, and then she laughs, a beautiful laugh, a heartfelt laugh, and embraces him before he makes his reluctant exit on a carriage stopped by the gate. For a moment, I don't know what to think. A friend, a co-star, perhaps the admirable tenure. Tenure? Tenure? How you say that word? I don't know. She mentioned every now and then. I didn't see his face, but Marie's social circle has always eclipsed my own. Okay. You gotta okay. Maybe you gotta get out more, guys. I keep saying guys, but we gotta get out more. It must be, but why would he come to our home? Why would she laugh that way? Right, Marie, what you giggling at? What's so funny? In the garden, in the midst of walking to the front door, humming to herself, Marie suddenly looks up. For a moment, her eyes go wide, and she blinks as if shaking herself from a daze. I instinctively step back from the windows. Perhaps it's guilt that makes me do so. Marie is finally home, and oh, I've missed her so. How could the first thing I think upon seeing my darling be the worst thoughts my mind would conjure? Really, you gotta be more positive. Be more positive. Surround yourself with positivity. Get out the house. Walk around. Feel the sunlight on your skin. Like, for the first time in many, many nights, I feel just well enough to leave the studio. I'll prepare Marie a pot of her favorite chamomile tea. I'll listen as she tells me of the nights, the theater, the thousand small anecdotes she never runs out of, and maybe, just maybe, ask her again to sit for a portrait for me, like she used to. The house feels larger than it used to. Perhaps I was shut in the studio too long. Still, how could I be so quickly how could I so quickly become a stranger to my own home? The memories are fuzzy. The years blur together like a wash of oil colors. My mother and I, carrying our sparse luggage, stepping inside for the first time. My stepfather laughing, his elbows on the breakfast table, chattering over something he read in the paper. Then silent. How then silent hallways and empty rooms. And then myself welcoming my new bride. Okay, yeah, wife and husband. Or it could be wife and wife, who knows? No, it's wife and husband because it was a man and a. All right, now I'll stop talking. And then myself welcoming my new bride to these solitary halls, hanging over newly taken portraits above the mantel. The walls are bare now. I feel the walls in the dark, leaving sticky trails of paint behind, tracing the places where I used to hang. Uh, let's do paintings. The paintings I framed, the seaside landscape I painted on our honeymoon, the watercolor sketch of Marie that couldn't hope to capture the sheen of her hair, the still life of candles and flowers that had wilted because I took so long to finish me with crocheting. Even the painting of roses in a vase, the first gift I had ever given her.
I wanted to bring you some flowers, but I was afraid they would wilt before I saw you next.
Okay. I love the voice
You
acting.
painted them. Oh, they're beautiful, Sam.
The naked walls stare blankly at me. Confused, but with nowhere else to go, I continued through the house. As I walked, I passed the furniture my stepfather left me. The shelves and tables that always seemed so large and grand as a boy, now missing are mantled in thick white linen. They remind me of corpses on a hospital table, okay? Lying dead still, covered in sheets, okay? Marie? Oh, I
What the?
I try to call out, but phlegm blocks my throat. A cough long and drawn and wet, okay? And then once more attempt to voice her name. Marie? It slicks off my tongue like a serpent on culling. I had always loved her name, so tender and sweet, free of harsh syllables. Marie. It was a name like an impressionist fleur, painted in soft strokes with a fine oil brush. It was the greatest joy in the world to draw my names to hers. Cute. Silence fills the halls, a long, drawn out silence, a held breath. Finally, my darling answers. She's cute!
Sam,
Why she calling her name like that?
is this a dream?
Oh, I cough again, another long wet trail dripping from my lips.
Is it a good dream, darling?
It don't seem like it.
I don't know. It feels like a nightmare. An awful, wretched nightmare.
Why is it a nightmare? What's wrong with me? Limp? Where did we die or something? Is that why she? I limp towards the sound of her voice, so musical, so lovely, even at the brink of tears. Don't cry, darling, I want to say, but thick, syrupy liquid fills my throat. No matter what troubles you, I am here. She stands at the edge of the staircase, shaking, a candlestick in hand. The steps are sticky and wet. I inch carefully, practically at a crawl, not to slip. Did we die? Are we like dead and she just surprised, or have we been? It can't be, because they're mentioning like coughs and liquid and limping, so we had to have died at some point. My darling lifts the candle as I approach. In the dark of the house, its flickering flame almost blinds me. I don't see the expression on her face as she screams.
Marie? Where are you, my darling?
We're dead, dude. We're dead. Every word feels like a dagger punching my throat. I limp down each hall, leaving a trail of steps that feel damp and heavy, slick and wet. I try the door to our bedroom. No, Marie's room. I had started sleeping in the spare one when my coughing fits would wake her in the night. It was cold, so cold, alone, but my darling needed her rest. The knob is slick and hard to twist. Oh my god, my hands slipping on the brass. Finally, I managed to push the door open. Though it's completely dark when I peer inside, I know it is empty. No warmth, no flesh, no sound of sweet breath within. I continue down the hall. I trudge, my steps heavy and wet, trying not to slip over the thick, slick surface.
Marie? What's wrong, darling?
I think you're
Please
dead.
come out. I don't understand.
I think you're dead, dude. The dining room is empty, truly empty. The shelves where the china and silverware were once neatly stacked, now gaped hollow. The walnut table is covered in a thick white sheet, a matching set of chairs removed. I rest against the blanketed table. My hand leaves a ruddy smear against the sheet. It must be more paint, though it's hard to make out in the dark. I needed spectacles for quite some time, but Marie had never liked the bookish type. I continue on through the familiar yet unfamiliar house. My steps scurrying and slow, my breath short, sticky, wet.
Marie! Where are you?
Hmm.
Oh, Marie! It hurts! Won't you come to me?
I hear the front door slam shut. Oh, that was loud. It must be freezing cold out. Why has she gone to the garden? I tread to the sound with new urgency, uncaring of the sticky wet floors, forgetting for just a moment the pain that snaps and burns through my flesh. I reach for the oily, damp knob.
Don't! Sam! Please!
Her voice rings from behind the door.
I don't understand, darling. Have I done something to upset you?
Oh my god. Her sobs echoed loudly. I never thought an ugly sound could come from my darling's lips, but her words.
I love you, Sam. I always will. But I can't bear to see you like this. Please, I beg of you. Return to where you came.
Yeah, we're dead.
You can't be here. I've moved on now.
Oh. Oh.
Oh!
Return where? Dearest, you aren't making any sense. Moved on? I'm your husband, Marie. What on earth is there to move on from?
Please remember, Sam. You were ill, and you never recovered.
I know I'm unwell, Marie. But you said we would still... Are you leaving me? Because I can't care for you anymore? Is that it?
You left me. You're dead, Sam.
Okay.
You've been dead for more than a year.
Then a year, and Sam, big dog, you ain't noticed nothing?
If this is a joke, darling, it's a cruel one. Do you want me dead? Is that it? Am I better off dead to you?
Okay. Marie, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to read right now. Thank you. My darling does nothing but sob behind the door. How quickly I regret my words. Oh, if only I could see her face, look into her eyes, reassure her, and see that she loves me still. I twist the knot with slick, oily hands.
No! Don't come out! Please!
Okay, on the other end with a sharp gasp, my darling grabs the knob closed, pushing the weight of her small frame against the weather.
Don't come out!
So, I'm not gonna force the door open. There's no need to force the door open. We just gonna let her go. I let go of the door, my hand slicking off its oily surface.
Forgive me, Marie. I can see that you don't want to speak to me right now. But whenever you do, whatever this is about, I'll be waiting.
Whatever this
In the
is
studio.
about, you're dead. That's what this about. Like, you're dead. How can't you? I'm sorry. Okay, so like, his soul just has been like holding on, living in the house ever since he's died. He doesn't want to, I guess, move over. I don't know. I leave the door. I leave my darling alone, sobbing in the garden. I retrace my slick, wet footsteps through the hall, up the staircase, one trudging, damp step at a time.
Spirits, it hurts.
It burns. I thought he was going to say that. I feel no breath in my lungs. My chest could be a hollow cavity, slippery and wet, spilling with hot, sickly fluid.
It hurts. Oh, it hurts.
I stagger into a tall, sheet-covered object, the linen sliding off with the grasp of my clumsy, slick fingers. It's Marie's floor-length mirror.
No. Oh, no.
What? Oh, he sees
No,
himself.
no.
We gonna see? Oh my god. No wonder she ain't want to talk to you, girl. Look. Sickness did that. Oh my god. I'm in the studio, a dark, dim studio, as empty as it is every night. The curtains are shut, the lamps are unlit. My palette is a mess of murky colors, rust reds, corpse brown, a musky, sickly, sweetly rotten. My palette is a des- My palette is a mess of murky colors, rust reds, corpse brown, a musky sickly, sweetly rotting stench fills the room. I don't know why the smell of linseed oil ever bothered me. After all, I no longer breathe. Oh wow. The handle of the door turns behind me. Slowly it creaks open. A figure steps inside. It's me. He limps more than he steps in crooked motions against the floor, dragging his body along like a wet, white brush as swap, okay, of red pool at his feet. I watch him pull himself before the canvas.
Samuel.
Icon of affliction, wow. He speaks in my mother's voice, a tone that could swell with warmth or derision, command or dependency, pride or disappointment, in a moment's notice.
Please, give up your suffering. Give up this. Come back to the earth with me.
My hands are too so his soul is not with his body right now. I stab it into my flesh and fix it between my bones and dip the bristles into his blood.
Sammy.
I come. Oh, just a different voice. He speaks in my stepfather's voice, but without laughter or joy. In the same cadence, I imagine him taking his last breath, crimson staining his uniform, the dog tags cold around his neck. So, like, military.
Don't suffer anymore, Sam. You are nothing already.
All right, listen.
Forget your pain. Return to the void with us.
My brush is drying. I plunge it into his chest, wet it with his oily breath.
Sam?
Of agony. He speaks with my voice, hoarse and raspy and tired, so very, very tired.
This won't make you worthy of love. Not the world's, not Marie's, not your friends or peers or critics.
So we gotta choose, yeah.
Come back to our grave. End our suffering. You know I don't do this for love.
Then what do you do it for? I thought, okay, I clean my brush with the paint thinner, knocking over the jar as it spills across the drawer and onto the wet, soaking floor. I dry the bristles on my worn riding shirt and soak it in the thick white mucus of his tears. My words are only partially true, just as his words are not fully wrong. Neither my rotting corpse nor the memory of what once was Sam would gain a thing from this toil. So what are you gonna do? I paint the hours away, or perhaps take no time at all. The clock on the wall never turns its hand, suggesting that the world lies still. The second never passed, and I am the only thing that moves within it. It hurts, oh it hurts. Heavy, syrupy tears flood my vision, fill my throat, my chest, choking me. Every movement of my hands leaves cracks and what's left of my brittle bones. He stares at me all the while, silent, still like a mirror. If I loved him, I would stop. I would crawl to my grave like he wishes. But I love this more than oh, you love painting more than you love yourself, okay? I birthed him from within me as I create, so too am I born.
And he and I are beautiful.
Wow. You are, in fact, correct, Sam. You are very beautiful. Self-portrait. Damn. ENDYSIS. Is that how you say it? Please correct me if I'm wrong. ENDYSIS? Calum Sanders, Shella, sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly, Maria, Ethan. Okay. Okay. This was It Paints Me. I really enjoyed this. I did forget to mention that it was like a very short visual novel. I very much enjoyed this. I really like it. I was expecting more horror, I don't know. It was just good all around. I really love the voice acting. Um, the story itself, oh my god, it's so good. Before I go, I just want to let whoever's watching know that this channel will be a mainly visual novel game channel. And it just isn't going to be just like horror, it can be anything. I don't know what I'm going to play next. I think I do. I haven't decided yet. I'm choosing between two games. I'm gonna keep those a secret. But yeah, if you really enjoyed this and want to see more, please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.